When we're doing more of the solid type work in here for the harder black, if you'll notice, I'm working in small circular motions, such as this here, to be more thorough. If I was to take the tattoo machine and do this, it would not be very thorough and there'd be holes all through the black. Notice that my fingers are in a different position again. They're not down here like I did when I lined. When you're lining, you have to be down. When you shade, sometimes you have to be up above so you can see what you're doing. Now we're going to go into the eye area up here, a little bit of that heavier black, and then we'll be getting into what they call a little bit of washout, which is like a watered down black. It's regular straight black. It's diluted with distilled water to the darkness or the lightness that you prefer. I like personally to mix up bottles with different shades. It makes the job much easier. Just make sure that you shake them before you use them. If you'll look, the black is much different. This is a very light black. It will be light when it heals too, but it's a totally different effect than the heavy black. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually change the black just a little bit. I'm going to work a little lighter black than when I'm working here, and then I'll work up, and you'll see the black actually get lighter as I get to the top to give more of a rounding effect. I'm going to put a little bit of just distilled water in one of these cups here that I haven't used because I'd like to get just a little bit lighter effect. So, and sometimes from dipping into the black consistency gets a little bit too dark. So I'd like to have plain distilled water to wash out in too. Will allow me to get lighter as I'm going up on the top of the head. If you'll notice the different tones of black as I went up. A little darker, a little lighter, a little lighter, a little lighter. Okay, our tattoo has been checked over and now we're about ready to wrap this up. We're going to use a little bit of bacitration ointment, a very light amount. We're going to bandage it up. We're going to leave the bandage on for an hour. Wash it off with cold water and soap. Make sure you use your hands on this. Don't use a cloth on this because the skin tissue is very soft. And if you go on the skin tissue with a cloth, you'll actually rough it up and you'll tear a hole in it because the skin is very soft. And if you look, there's no holes in the tattoo. The tissue has not been torn. Very important, along with working off the points of the needles. That's what this is all about. This is a non-stick gauze, so your customer will definitely appreciate that when he takes this off. If you place a type of gauze on here that will stick fast, it will pull at the tattoo and possibly put a rip in the skin tissue. Okay, we're going to tape it up now. We're going to use a paper tape some tattoo artists use, or use a plastic tape. Works very well. So you're going to take the bandage off in an hour. You're going to wash this with cold water and soap. Put a very light amount of bacitration. Very careful how much you put on, because if you apply too much on, it does make the tattoo mucky and gooey. After you've done that process, pat it dry, put the bacitration on, cover this in regular plastic saran wrap, change it twice a day for 3 days. It is okay to leave the plastic off, providing you don't have pants rubbing on it. If you're sitting in your home, let it air. The air is good for it. Still, make sure it has the bacitration on it. After 3 days, stop using it. Apply a little bit of cocoa butter, aloe vera lotion, anything of that nature. Any kind of moisturizer works very well.